Hey Scorpio, it's your girl Lisa with another video. How you doing? I missed you guys. I'm so sorry I was unable to make a video for the ending of March. Things have been so crazy, right? For all of us. All right. This video is for my Scorpio suns, moon, rising, and Venus. All right. If you haven't already, please like the video, Scorpio. Show me some love. All right. And subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be doing something a little different tonight. I'm going to be pulling a card about like the energy, like where you guys are right now, energetically, what you're thinking about, how you're feeling. And then the next card, the second card, is going to be about what can be done to assist you with this energy, with these feelings and thoughts and things. All right. And then the third card is just going to be some additional guidance. All right. 3, 4 different decks or whatever. Right. So let's get started. For my Scorpios, guys, a different energy came in for my Scorpios. I'm thinking, should I pull from a deck that's still in my altar? I'm gonna see. I'm getting a feeling. Scorpios. Oh, snap. All right. For my Scorpio spirit, I think I'm gonna have to go in my altar to get a different deck. I got like 4 or 5 decks out, but I think you guys need this other deck. We're gonna play it by ear, okay? All right. For my Scorpio. Oh, that might have been a song. For my Scorpio spirit, for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the first 2 weeks of April 2020. All right. What kind of guidance is there for my amazing? Okay. Too many. Scorpios. Right now, it's like your faith is getting tested. All right. But know that your guides are with you. You see the angels. Right now, your faith is being tested. Okay. All right. And things are not going your way. So right now, with everything going on, it could be about, a relationship. It could be about, your job, your career, your business, your money. But something's going on that you have to keep the faith. All right. You know what? Wait a minute. I'm not really feeling like I need to read this card, but it says, all right, Scorpio, it says, what frightens you is something much smaller than you know. All right. If you are experiencing pain, holding on tighter will only worsen the situation. Your greatness awaits. Okay. So basically, whatever's going on, Scorpio, it's going to be okay. Right now, what's going on, it could be about, again, it could be about a relationship. It could be about your business. It could be about, schoolwork. It could be about your health. But just know whatever's going on globally right now, it's a call to action, right? This is the only way that humankind could adhere to the call of, compassion on a global level. And there's like a shift in consciousness and a shift in, vibration for all of humanity. And so right now, you are going to make it through this, Scorpio. You absolutely will. But right now, something's going on that's testing your faith. Okay. I'm just, I get downloads, so I'm just seeing if I'm getting anything else. But just know that everything's going to be okay, because we're all going through it, not just us in our state, whatever state you're in or what country we're in, but this is a global state. It's like, it's a global situation. I'm really interested to see what how we're gonna come out of this, but everybody's gonna come out of this changed. This is actually, we're going into the age of Aquarius, but we don't have to get into all that right now, because now I'm like, I was about to have a whole conversation about some other stuff, Scorpio. I feel like I can just talk to you about anything. You guys are very spiritual, so I feel like I can just, talk to you about everything and anything. You guys, we get each other. All right. So what can be done to assist my Scorpios? Why they're just having like a crisis in faith right now? Or even if it's not a crisis in faith, let's look at the picture. Because imagery is everything in tarot, right? So you see this gentleman or this lady, she's sitting in front of purple stone. So that's amethyst. I'm thinking amethyst might be able to assist you right now, Scorpio. I don't know if you're into crystal healing. If not, I got some. Holla at your girl, right? And I'm just intuiting into the cards. Your guides are with you, all right? And you're protected. You're going to be okay. Just know that what's going on globally, we can't deny that this is a divine situation. Like, this is whatever humankind is called to do. It could have only happened this way. We have to all be affected by this in order for the shift that's about to happen and that's happening to happen, right? Okay, so old and trusty tarot. So what can my Scorpios do? All right. Okay. This fell out. So the sun came out. I'm going to pull another card, Scorpio, but what can you do? Just know that the sun is going to come out and everything's going to be okay. All right? You're going to keep your business. You're going to be fine. Your health is going to be fine. Everything, you're going to get back on your feet, Scorpio. You're going to be fine. All right? Whatever is causing this is the most positive outcome card. This is the most positive card in the whole tarot. So you're going to be okay. But you have to envision that you're going to be okay, that you're already okay. Because as a man thinketh, right? You got to see it and believe it to achieve it. That's the law. That's a universal law. That's the law of attraction. That's the law, right? Okay, so shit, do I need to pull another card, Scorpio? Let me just do it. So what else, any other guidance for Scorpio spirit, right? With their issue of faith right now. What's, things could be going better. And again, it's so crazy that like all the readings for all the signs are basically kind of the same message, but with different cards. You know what I'm saying? It's just like spirit is like knowing that we're all, going through it together, we're all going through it. Oopsies. All right. Any other cards for my Scorpios? From the old trusty tarot. Okay. Well, we have more. Okay. All right. So right now, you're worrying right now, Scorpio. All right. This is the Queen of Swords, right? So she, as we talked before, it's like comes up for you all the time, Scorpio, about not really expressing your needs and stuff like that. But so it came up like this again. This is about, effective communication. This is about leading with your, thinking logically about things, not to be ruled by your feelings, because feelings are fleeting. Although they're your feelings, they're fleeting, right? So Scorpio, right now, they're in reverse. So you're worried, all right? Which we know there's a lack of faith, and there might be something that you might be worried about. You might be, you might be not thinking too logically about. You might be thinking the worst, the worst that can happen, right? Because the Queen of Swords, she's, she's very tactful. She speaks eloquently. She can be cold. Okay. She can be cold. This is the air suit, right? So, she's just to the point, facts, right? But when she's in reverse, she's not communicating effectively. And Scorpios, I love you. You know I do. I tell you every video. I think you guys are the only sign that I tell you that I love you every month, every video. But you guys do not communicate effectively. You just don't. And it's because, and I know this because I'm speaking to myself, right? With my Scorpio moon all day, gang. Okay, so we don't want people to see us as weak and, be transparent. We don't want them to like really see within us because, we feel like we might lose some power or whatever. But you know what? This is saying, Scorpio, that if you need help, ask for it. Okay? Ask for help and you will get it. This is about making sure you think before you speak, though, because when the Queen of Wands is in reverse, there's arguments. There can be some arguments that you might regret. There might be some words said that you can't take away. There might be, you might be just feeling very emotional right now, right? And it makes sense if you're feeling emotional with, something that, you know, something that you're not believing in right now. Like, you're just having a hard time with something right now. You're having a hard time and you're fearful. When the Queen of Swords in reverse, there's some fear going on, right? And then we also have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So your monies might be affected right now for some of my Scorpios. The Two of Pentacles is basically about balancing things, right? Balancing your priorities, period. That's what the card is basically about, right? And it's about, you see the coins here, balancing his money, balancing his priorities. In the original Rider-Waite Smith tarot deck, he's balancing himself, and the waves are going up and down. So there's like a lot of emotional upheaval, right? But this card is in reverse, as is the Queen of Wands, Scorpio. So that's telling me that, it's a call for you to make sure you're taking time with how you're prioritizing your life right now. Are you, it could be anything. It could be anything, Scorpio. Are you spending too much time worrying about a situation that you have this crisis of faith about? Are you not resting? Are you putting other people before yourself? But make sure, it just, Spirit really is telling me this is strong right now, Scorpio, because I think this is the third time I have pulled this card for you. And it means something different every time because it all depends on what spirit, gives and what cards are surrounding it. But this card is about asking for help. Telling people what your needs are, right? So a lot of times, my Scorpios, your needs go unmet. And that's why my Scorpios tend to have some very sophisticated defense mechanisms, if you will, because your needs aren't being met. And so like you kind of close up. Like, I'm good, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're not good, Scorpio, sometimes, but you say you are, right? But you're over here like going through it, but you're telling people I'm good because, some of my Scorpios are proud. And you might say, I'm not proud, Lisa. I just don't want people in my business. I don't want to appear weak. I don't want to, but that makes you human, Scorpio. You know what I mean? If you tell people what you need from them, all right? We could talk about, did we talk about love languages in the last video? Let's talk about it, Scorpio. Let's talk about the love languages, all right? Let's talk about it. Okay, so we have these love languages, right? That we need from other people. These are how our needs are met, right? And then and we also speak a particular language too. So in the book by Gary Chapman, he talks about 5 different love languages. I think we're going to talk about it again. If we talked about it, we're just going to talk about it again. And I want you to take this quiz so you know what your love language is, so you know how to ask for help. All right. So Scorpio, we're going to talk about it. So one of the love languages is quality time. There's physical touch. There's words of affirmation. There's receiving gifts. And there's acts of service. All right. And so what happens is you tend to have, of course, we need all these things and we speak all these things, but there's a primary and a secondary goal. I mean, not, goal is a secondary language. I'm a therapist. I think about goals all the time, right? Attainable goals, measurable goals. But yeah, so anyway, with these love languages, like say, for example, my love language is words of affirmation. Say I heard negative stuff as a little girl and I just need to hear nice things about myself, right? That's a need of mine. And then I have my honey who has this love language of acts of service, right? So say it's my birthday and I'm getting ready and I want to be told I'm cute, right? So I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till babe gets here so I can hear that I'm cute. Oh my gosh. But babe has my car. Like, let me take care of Lisa's car. Let me wash it. Let me do this and let me do, because this is acts of service. This is their way. This is their language, right? And then so they pull up to the car, they pull up to the house and like, babe, and I come outside, babe gets out the car and I'm looking at babe like, oh my gosh, okay, I'm ready to hear how pretty I am. And then babe is like waiting to hear like, oh my gosh, you did this to the car. Oh my God, thank you so much for getting it waxed and getting it clean. It smells good. So I'm here waiting to hear something. Babe is like showing me their love language of, taking care of the car and, helping me in that way. And we're not getting, like, I'm waiting to hear and then they're waiting to hear. And now we're both pissed, right? Because we're not speaking each other's love language. You might want bread. They're giving you butter. So Scorpios, also go to 5lovelanguages.com and take that survey and realize, figure out what your love language is. And if you have a boo, have them take theirs and just to see, so you guys can like kind of open up that dialogue of, how you can meet each other's needs, right? But you have to ask for help though, Scorpio. Don't be too proud to just open up and, just ask. All right. All right. So any additional guidance for my Scorpios? All right, Spirit. For my Scorpios for April, the first 2 weeks of April 2020. Ow. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay, wait, there's too many cards. Too many cards. All right. Spirit for the first 2 weeks. For the first 2 weeks for my Scorpios. Oh my gosh. Okay. Look at this. Work through your fears. New moon in Scorpio. Come on, Spirit. Yes. Bless. All right. So you know what I'm going to do? All right, Scorpio. I'm going to read about this one. I just got this deck yesterday, so I haven't really familiarized myself with this deck. So we could just say work through your fears and just keep it pushing because, that's what we've been talking about this whole time, right? So anyway, what new moon is Scorpio? All right, let's get it, Scorp. All right, so this card suggests a rebirth. Think of your situation as the phoenix rising from the ashes, Scorpio, as the birth, death, rebirth paradigm. That's what Scorpio energy is all about. Whatever you've been through, there's a new start ahead. It might be a little dark. Let's see. It almost certainly won't be rainbows and unicorns, but it will be deep and transforming. And that's what Scorpio is. Scorpios, we talked about this, always going through something because it's all about rebirth and transformation, right? This card also suggests that if you know that you are magical, then this is a time to work your magic. Come on, Scorpios. You guys tap into that. Tap into like all that spiritual stuff. We love that stuff, right? It can also herald the start of a sexier time. If you've been experiencing something of a drought, wink, wink, and emotional intimacy is also on the menu. Scorpio is the sign that likes to go deep into body, mind, and spirit. So when this card comes up, there's nothing superficial about what's coming your way. Okay, also, this is time to let go of a grudge that you might be holding, Scorpio, all right? To move on from jealousy, all right? And making an investment. Also, if you're paranoid about a situation, try to let that go, Scorpio, okay? All right, we're at 20 minutes. I'm giving you guys more time than everybody else. I love you. All right, I'll see you in a couple weeks. Let me know if this resonates, all right? Like the video. Also, if you guys are stressing out, if you guys are having problems sleeping, Scorpio, I got some remedies, right? Sleep well. I got some valerian root. Valerian is a very strong and potent herb that came before Valium. Valium actually came from the valerian root from nature. It's a very strong, nerving. You see, I'm sitting on my bed right now. I got these herbs right by my bed, got my water, got my glass, and I just pour a little bit, put a squirt of each and just, Also, I have some remedies on my website. Go to lisaddrake.com, guys. I'll post it down below. I have sea moss. I have a very, very potent antiviral formula. It has elderberries and elderflowers in it. These are all herbal tinctures. So there's 3 different potencies of herbs. The weakest form is tea. Then the next is capsules. And then the strongest form, the most concentrated form of taking an herb is herbal tinctures, right? So you just shake well, and you just put this in some water, throw it down, and you good. All right, I have herbal iron. I got some remedies, and I think I'm going to have 7 more on my website this weekend, all right? So anyway, guys, just tell me how you think this went for you, if you felt like it resonated, and holler at your girl. I'll see you in 2 weeks. All right. Bye, Scorpio.